Good girl.
The county has to have an extremely serious reason to remove a child from a home.
Try to imagine what a child is feeling when they're not in their own home, and imagine when they're not with their family, with their mother, and they want to be.
Taken away from their biological parents, maybe from other siblings.
And feeling frightened.
You know, how scary it is for a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old or an infant to be pulled from their house for whatever the reason.
And then brought into a home of strangers.
And in fact, Latino children are 3 times more likely to be foster children.
And they're placed in the first home available, which the county has to do, and that home, more often than not, probably does not speak their language. It creates a double crisis for a child who's already traumatized. This is the kind of trauma that we can completely mitigate by placing that child in one loving home and ensuring that they get their basic needs met.
So there's over 6,000 kids in foster care in San Diego County alone.
Any county, whether it's the county of San Diego or any county, really doesn't have the personnel to handle all of these cases. They're just overwhelmed.
They get 8,000 calls a month in San Diego of reported abuse. They can only look at 4,000 cases.
At any given day, there's probably about 800 foster babies who need a home, and we only have a few hundred homes.
So we've had a number of kids who are infants and toddlers waiting in the shelter for homes for them.
These are the young years where they're like absorbing everything like a sponge, all the good things and the bad things, and unfortunately they're already learning and seeing some of the bad things in people and what's out there. We want to kind of like show them there's also good people.
The story of Marissa's second placement is an emotional one for me, still to this day when I think about it, because the child was found by the authorities and he had been locked in a closet for a long time, approximately a week, maybe longer.
And so he was terrified of being left alone in a room by himself. Forget closing a door.
This child needed special attention and instead got placed in 4 homes within the first 5 months in care.
And he had been moved from home to home for that simple reason of, being so taciturn, being so angry, and I think his previous foster parents not knowing how to deal with it.
Because of the unique way that we screen, train, and support each family, we have already gotten that commitment from them. We know that they are committed to that child for as long as it takes.
When he was in his previous school, they were ready to kick him out for fighting, because he would kick and push the other little kids, and he would even kick his teacher.
You would kick someone in the shins too if you had gone through what this kid had been through. This child was needing love and clearly not receiving it. And when I called Marissa, she decided that she was going to commit to this child no matter what it took.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
He is a different boy now. He's a happy, healthy, secure boy, and it is a night and day difference than the place that he was at just a couple of months ago.
At his school now, everybody loves him. I mean, all the teachers and the kids are even hugging him goodbye. And it's a really wonderful feeling to know that he's loved and he's appreciated, and that he's developing these healthy relationships with other people, and that he enjoys school.
One of the key aspects of our program is to ensure that sibling groups remain intact.
Keeping them in the same home and keeping them in that same home long term, I think that's really important.
Currently, the majority of siblings are not placed in the same home, and this is triply devastating. You're removed from the home, you're placed in multiple environments, and you never see your siblings again for years, perhaps.
That's why when Cuna asked us if we would be willing to take 3 kids, Because most people when you get involved with it, they're planning on taking a foster child. You know, that usually means one. And then to take multiples, 2 and 3, is definitely a challenge.
It's a hard job. It's not easy, but it's a good feeling. It is a good feeling every day.
And this is this time where they're, absorbing everything, caring and feeling and loving. They learn it now. That's, the age you want to get the children at, so you can make the difference in their life before they kind of go a different route.
Like Cuna is one of the most important organizations I'm involved in because we're making a difference for life.
We've had a 98% success rate so far, and we're pretty proud of that. We have a model that we know works. Cuna is building a program that is highly replicable so that we can help more kids in other cities who have the same issues.
There is hope for these children. But it's only with a lot of love and care and commitment by all of us.
So there's a tremendous need to get involved and make a difference now, and this difference is for the rest of their lifetime.